Assalamu alaikum everyone. Once again, I welcome you to my YouTube channel, that is Nawab Kiazai. Nawabkiazai. As you know that we have started a series of adjectives, and this is the sixth video of adjectives. So in this video, we will know about the degrees of comparison. Understood? The degrees of comparison. Now let's talk a little bit about the degrees of comparison. Mostly, or you can say commonly, we compare the things like in a, you can say, very general way, or you can say positive way, common way, like he is taller than me, or he is, you can say, shorter than me, he is smarter than me, or I am happier than him, or I am taller than him, anything like this. But when it comes to things, then like we say, this room is larger than that. So here I would like to tell you one thing, that this is formal, you can say, way of comparing things. Otherwise, we mostly say, you can say, when it comes to speaking, we say that your coat is bigger than me, or you can say your shoes are bigger than me, or we say many things like this. Now here, when it comes to speaking, such sentences are okay. Such sentences are okay when it comes to speaking. They have no fault. We mostly say this: your coat is bigger than me, or your shoes are bigger than me, or something else we can say like this. But when it comes to you can say formal English, when it comes to writing, when it comes to sitting in an exam or a test, then this has become very difficult. Why? Because such things are called faulty comparisons. Faulty comparisons. Why? How a coat can be bigger than me, but rather it should be the size of that coat is bigger than the size of my coat, or case of mine. Okay? Understood? Or you can say shoes. How the shoes can be bigger than me, but here we would like to do something different than the common comparison. But when things belong to things are compared to things belong to things. Understood? Once again, when things belong to things are compared to things belong to things. Here I am talking about things. Okay? You can say this is called, simply, it's not in the books actually, I'm just telling you, from my side, that this could be called, or can be called, indirect comparison. Direct comparison, I told you before that I am taller than him, or he is taller than me, this room is larger than that room, okay, or this room is larger than that. So that was direct comparison, and this is indirect comparison. Understood? Now here I would like to tell you that in comparative sentences, we use the pronoun, that is the pronoun which we use, that is demonstrative pronoun, means this, that, these, those. Mostly these pronouns are used in comparative degrees. Now let's go to the examples. First of all, you see the examples, then you will understand very well. And one more thing I would like to tell you, that this lesson contains three parts, three main parts. Understood? So let's go to the first one. The fan of this room is faster than that of that room. The fan of this room is faster than that of that room. Now I told you, things belong to things. Things belong to things. Things belong to things are compared to things belong to things. Understood? So here you can see here I would like to tell you one thing, that in my, you can say, previous video, you can say last video, I said that when a noun, the main noun I'm talking about, okay, when a noun is used in a sentence for the first time, then after that you can say a pronoun is used in place of that noun. Means that noun is not used several times in a sentence, or you can say in a paragraph or a speech, whatever it is. Understood? So that's why these demonstrative pronouns are used in place of that noun. It can come, you can say, at the beginning, in the beginning, but not in the end. In the end, in place of that noun, we use a pronoun. So now it depends on the noun. When the noun is singular, the pronoun will be singular. When the noun is plural, then the pronoun will be plural. Singular pronouns, this, that. Plural pronouns, these, those. Understood? So it was, you can say, a singular noun, the fan. Now here this pronoun has been used in place of that fan. Here you cannot find fan here. Here a pronoun has been used in place of that noun. Okay, so it is a singular pronoun. Look at the second sentence. The students in this class are sharper than those in that class. Now here I would like to tell you one thing more, that it is not necessary that we use only one preposition here in such sentences, like of, you can see the fan of this room, or you can say the fan of that room. You can bring other prepositions also, but remember one thing, that these prepositions should be matching to each other. Means on one side it is off, so on the other side it must be off. On one side it is in, so on the other side it must be in. Okay, like in the second example, the students in this class are sharper than those in that class. Understood? Now let's go to the third example. The prices during this year are higher than those during last year. The prices during this year are higher than those during last year. Understood? Now here we have brought another preposition, that is during. Now let's go to the second part of the video of the lesson, that is the second part. So what if a quality in someone or something is gradually increasing or decreasing? Then what do you think of that? Once again I should tell you, if a quality in someone or something is gradually increasing or decreasing, so now you can say that it's a kind of, you can say, self-comparison. Means when someone's status or condition is compared to, you can say, oneself or itself. So that is a little bit change from the, you can say, common or general pattern that as we usually you can say compare the adjectives, because such sentences end with the comparative degree of adjective. Now let's go to the examples. I am feeling better today. Now here it should have been stopped. I am feeling better. Now here someone's health is compared to his, you can say, previous state or previous condition. Okay, you can see the word I am feeling better today. Now here someone's you can say past condition is compared to his present condition. Means before he was good, but now he is feeling better. Simple, you can say yesterday he was feeling good, but today he is feeling better. So these words can be used for, you know, such examples. Today, now, this time, and many more words like this that they show a kind of, you know, comparison between present and past. Understood? Now let's go to the second example. That is, the weather is getting colder and colder. The weather is getting colder and colder. Now, colder than what? Colder than its previous state. I mean, it is increasing day by day. Means the quality is compared to, you can say, itself. Means yesterday it was not so cold, or you can say yesterday it was cold, but today it is colder. It is, you can say, increasing. Of course it will increase because this is the season, you can say winter season, and today is the 15th December 2025. So of course it will increase day by day. I mean, the weather will change. So that's why it is said the weather is getting colder and colder. Now the weather is compared to itself. Means before it was cold, but now it is colder. Understood? Now let's go to the third example. You are getting fatter and fatter. When we, can say, talk to someone, so we say him that you are getting fatter and fatter. And there are many more examples, not only these three examples. These are just examples. There are many. You can say you are getting healthier and healthier. You are getting happier and happier. You can say, or you can say you are getting worse. When, you know, someone's condition was better, before, now it's getting worse. Means it's decreasing. So you can make, you know, many examples like this. So when we say someone that you are getting fatter and fatter, means we are comparing his present can say health, or you can say condition, to his, you can say, past condition or past, you can say, health, or you can say body size. So we can say you were fat before, but now you are getting fatter and fatter. Means day by day your this state is, you know, increasing. Understood? What if the two qualities in the same person are compared? Then what do you think? Now this is the you can say third part of the lesson. So for this, you can say thing, when the two qualities are compared to each other in the same person or same thing, then we do not use comparative degrees of adjective. So if we cannot use the comparative degrees of adjective, because when someone is compared to himself, so how can we make degrees for that? Especially you can say here we are, you can say, comparing two adjectives, but in, you can say, common you can say sentences, common comparisons, we compare two nouns, you can say, or pronouns. Understood? But here we are talking about only two adjectives. We cannot use the comparative degree ER. So how will we increase the level of this adjective, or you can say decrease the level of this adjective? In this case, there is no way out, but here only we have one way out. That is, we put an adverb before the adjective that needs to be enhanced. The you can say degree of this adjective is needed to be upgraded, you can say, by an adverb. So we use only an adverb to increase the level of this adjective, then this you can say adjective. Understood? Let's go to the examples now. She is more wise than beautiful. She is more wise than beautiful. Now you see here, these are two adjectives. We are comparing two adjectives in the same person, in her. So we cannot say she is wiser than beautiful. So it cannot be so. Why? Because she is wiser than, here we need a noun, a pronoun, not an adjective. But here it is an adjective. So that's why we need this adverb to enhance, to upgrade this, you can say, quality, then this quality. We can say she is more wise, she is more wise than beautiful. Means she is not as beautiful as she is wise. Understood? Now let's go to the second example. He is more fat than tall. In a common way of comparison, it should have been he is fatter than tall. But here, we need noun. Here we need a noun, or at least a pronoun. But the character is only one. Here we are comparing two adjectives in him. So that's why when two adjectives are compared to each other, then they are compared in this way. He is more fat than tall. Means he is not as much tall as he is fat. Understood? So I think you have understood the concept of today's lesson. So if we are alive, we will meet in a new video with a new grammatical point. So till then, stay tuned.